Hello folks, welcome to another video. Now, VR for £5, 5 UK pounds. What's that, about eight US dollars? You're probably saying, no, it's not possible. Of course it's not. Well, I kid you not, it is possible. Now, I discovered this about 3 years ago when I was considering buying my own VR headset. So I'm mainly a sim racer, and with some great sims coming out about that time, you know, Project Cars 1, Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa that had VR built into it, ACC, you know, I definitely started to think to myself, I want to jump on this VR bandwagon. But it was a big outlay for a piece of hardware, £300. So I was keen to sort of try it before I bought it. So, speaking from experience, this video comes with a health warning, or rather a wallet warning, because when I tried this 3 years ago, I was sold completely, and within a week or two I bought a PSVR headset for my PlayStation 4, and then shortly after that I'd bought an Oculus Rift S for my PC. Now, PSVR, we'll mention that again later on in this video. So I guess you're all sitting there thinking, oh come on old man, how's this going to be possible then? Well, I shall tell you. You're going to need three things. The first thing, I'm going to assume you already have. A cell phone, mobile phone. Doesn't matter if it's iOS, Apple, doesn't matter if it's Android. What I'm going to show you will work on both. What I'm also going to show you is going to work with your PSVR headset on a Windows machine. The great thing about modern mobile phones is they all have high resolution screens now. So this is the trick to getting this working, is the high res screen in modern phones. And I'm pretty sure you've all got one sitting beside you or in your back pocket right now. The second thing you're going to need, and this is where the £5 or £8 comes into it, is one of these. A simple Google Cardboard headset, which has a bit that opens and you can put your phone in it and then close it. And it's got very simple lenses here. So if you search on Google Cardboard on Amazon or eBay, you'll get one of these for about £5 or $8 US. And lastly, the third thing you need is free. If you go onto Steam and search for Ivory, I-V-R-Y, so it's the Ivory driver, which you install on Windows, and then if you go to your respective mobile phone app store, whether that's iOS or Android, you'll find the driver for your phone there. So download these, one onto your Windows machine and one onto your mobile phone. Now it's a free version you want. The only limitation on the free version is it runs fully featured in colour for 5 minutes, and then it will slowly fade to a black and white image. But 5 minutes is long enough to give you a taste of whether you like VR or not. If you want to sort of investigate further, you can unlock it for just a few pounds for your phone, or there's a separate driver for a PSVR headset, so you can also use Ivory with that. I've done that before with my own PSVR before I bought my Oculus Rift. So very simple, you know, you install the driver on the Windows machine. You don't have to do anything after you've installed it. You fire up Steam VR, and then you fire up the app on your phone and they just automatically connect. You can do it wired or you can do it over Wi-Fi. I find Wi-Fi is the easiest. With the PSVR headset, again, you just install the driver on the Windows PC, You plug the headset in and it just works. So I'll put links in the description for Ivory on Steam, and I think the guy who develops it has got his own website as well, so I'll put a link in for that. For a few pounds more on Amazon or on eBay, instead of getting just the Google Cardboard holder for the phone, you can get a kind of plastic one. It's a wee bit more robust, and maybe it's a little bit more comfortable on your head. It works exactly the same way. It's got a flip down front, which you put your phone into and then just close it up. So I think they're around about £15. So you fancied something just a little bit higher quality, instead of £5, you can spend £15. So what I've done is I've fired up Steam VR on my Windows machine, and I've fired up the Ivory driver on my iPhone, and as you can see here, we have Steam VR running with 2 eyepieces ready for VR. So all we do at this stage is pop the phone in, close it up, make sure the Velcro strap is well down, and I'm hoping you might be able to see here, it's not very easy, but through the lenses, Steam VR is all ready to run. So let's try Automobilista 2 in VR. Right then folks, so here we are in Automobilista 2 with the Google Cardboard £5 headset off Amazon containing my iPhone XS phone and the Ivory driver running on my Windows PC. So basically it's fooling Steam VR into thinking you've got a proper headset. So as you can see, I can look around, I'm in Steam VR, and Automobilista 2 is just floating in front of me. So I haven't really changed any graphic details from my single screen, so let's just see how it works. I have mapped one button on my wheel to recenter VR view, just in case it gets a bit funny. And what I thought I'd do is two things. I thought I would go out, just me in a single car around Bathurst, and see how it looks and how it feels. The reason I picked Bathurst is my online league has just been racing there this past week, so it's quite familiar in my head. And then we'll maybe try it with some other cars in a race, just to see how it handles that. Now, this is my first time in AMS2 for many months, and I normally play ACC with my eSeniors League, drivers over 50. So I haven't fired AMS2 up for about 3 or 4 months, and I know there's been lots of updates, so it'll be interesting to just see it for the first time in a wee while. I've also updated my wheel and pedals since then, so I'm used to have a Logitech G29, and I'm now running a Thrustmaster T300 RS GT on a GT Omega classic wheel stand. So I'll be interested to see how this works. So let's try just us on the circuit and see how it handles that. In the driver, in Windows Ivory driver, there's a few settings you can play around with, and I've left it on pretty much the defaults, which is 60 frames a second. So it will try and do that. It does have adaptive refresh rate, so if it feels it's struggling, it might notch it down a bit. I'm also running it over Wi-Fi, so my phone's connected on the same Wi-Fi network as my PC's on. You can do it cabled, which I guess would give you a little bit more performance. But let's just see what this is like. Okay. So let's just pause at the end of the pit lane here and have a little look around. So
I can certainly look around the interior of my car. Looks very nice. I can see my mirror over there, and my mirror ahead. I can see my mirror at the side there. So, you know, the sense of immersion is right there. Sharpness-wise, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'll not lie to you, a lot of the writing is a bit blurred. Down here on the tyres widget, I can obviously see my tyres are green. I can see 42.2, which I think is my fuel, how much fuel I've got. I'm obviously in first gear. The widget beside it, showing the brakes and everything, I can barely read. I think it might say 1.46 on all the tyres, 37. It's kind of 100%. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to read that. The HUD, I can pretty much only read the gear. You can almost read the lap says it's at 0, but if I was racing and glanced down at that, I'm not sure I'd be able to read it. So just, to get your expectations ready. But having said that, it looks pretty good. So let's take the car out and yeah, feels alright. And bear in mind, I've got an Oculus Rift S, so I'm comparing it to that. And okay, it's not sharp, obviously. It's maybe not quite as smooth, but it's perfectly drivable. Interesting to feel the differences in handling. As I say, I normally race ACC, and at the moment I'm driving the Ferrari 488 Evo, and so this is the McLaren in Automobilista 2, so it's a different car to what I'm used to. And I've not done any setup changes or anything, so don't expect any any super hot laps here, folks. This is purely an experiment to see how Ivory VR works out. The last time I tried this was 3 years ago, so it's interesting to come back to it. For what it is, it's quite incredible. If you've never tried VR before, it's a small outlay to give it a go, and for sim racing it is absolutely superb. Let's give it one more lap. But yeah, it's sharp enough to see my braking points, my apexes that I was using in my races over the last week in my league. A bit wrong. Certainly gives you the elevation as well, compared to a single screen. And nothing shows that better than Bathurst. I think the best lap I got round here over the weekend in my league races was a 2:08, which is not alien, but it's not bad. Whoa. Nice to be able to look behind as I'm reversing. So yeah, so as I say, this is perfectly drivable. Would I use it in an actual online race or something? Probably not. But just to see if VR is for you, if you've got the VR legs and stomach before you lay out 300 quid, it's definitely worth trying. Okay, so once I come round, I think we'll go and try a quick race just to see how that works out on frame rate wise. I'll take as many cars as I can, a maximum amount of cars, and I'll start at the back. Okay, let's go and try a race. Right, so here we go. Our race at Bathurst. Oh, look at all these people here. All these people have joined me up on the... Oh, there's some people there as well. Join me up on the viewing platform here before the race. So, okay, so let's see how it handles this. Frame rate's still pretty good. There might be the odd little stutter, maybe just because there's so many cars close together at the start. We'll see how it. We'll see if it's going to smooth out. It's not bad. I mean, it's not totally immersion braking. Detail of the cars ahead looks excellent. I can see their brake lights coming on. Obviously not too much chance of doing anything over the mountain, certainly not in the first lap. Normally race ACC, and we've been racing at Bathurst this past week, so I raced the Ferrari 488 Evo in the GT3 series and E-Seniors League that I'm in, which is for drivers over the age of 50. So this McLaren is a different car for me, and I've not done any setup changes here or anything. It's purely an experiment. So don't expect too many hot laps or anything here, folks. It's I think the fastest I got in my league races in race trim was a 2:08, which I was quite happy with. Not an alien speed, but for me, I'm quite happy with that. Force feedback feels really good in AMS2. Seem to have definitely made some headway on that since I last played it. So is it as good as Oculus Rift S? Obviously no. But you know, I was an early adopter of that. I got a headset as soon as they came out. 300 odd quid or whatever. So for £5 investment to see if you like VR, to dip your toe in the water, this is pretty good fun. And the sense of immersion of actually sitting in your car is second to none. It will sell you on VR. And then, like me, you'll be getting that credit card out of your wallet and ordering a proper VR headset. Oops. Trying to force our way past. Not the best overtaking spot. Back down the hill we go backwards. Okay, as I say, it was just an experiment, so I think we'll call a halt there. I'll put the brake on and have a little look around here. I think I'll have to take this car back to the body shop. It's no longer showroom condition, but I hope you've enjoyed that, folks. You know, if you're interested in trying VR, I highly recommend this Ivory driver. You've probably got a phone already that's quite capable of doing this. So for the investment of £5, you too can have a wee shot in VR. As I say, it's great for sim racing, but you know, you could probably try first-person shooters. You wouldn't obviously have the hand controllers, but you know, you could use the mouse and the WSAD keys, and you would still be able to look around, which is a bonus in itself. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a wee thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more sort of sim racing stuff, then subscribe to my channel. Cheers for now, folks.